So yesterday, a tweet trended on Twitter where Yuledochie said he has a son with a second wife. Apparently, Yuledochie is an actor, a Nigerian actor, who has been married for 17 years to his first wife, May, and they have 4 children, a girl and 3 boys. And yesterday, we got a report on Twitter that he had a son with another wife who is an actress, Judy. So this entire story brought about a lot of controversies, and where people were trying to justify the fact that polygamy is okay and that polygamy is not a sin. I will try as much as possible to attach those tweets to this video so we can see that I am not making these things up. So let's just go. From Yuledochie's tweets, I see that maybe this man didn't want bloggers to start carrying the news, the way they are, just lover and so on, carrying one news and another and stuff like that. And he wanted the world to know his child, his son. But in the same vein, I think he should have done a better job in revealing, in his revelation. He should have done a better job. He should have considered his wife's feeling to an extent, because his wife replied in the tweet and was like, God judge you both. And it is so sad the way Nigerians have seen polygamy as a norm, even in this 21st century. And these same people, when it is a woman that does this sort of thing, they all want to bring her down. They all want to burn her in stake, if you get what I mean. But when a man does it, it seems like it is okay. Like, for one, mockery yesterday was justifying the fact that polygamy is not a sin, that adultery is a sin. And that sounded ridiculous to me, because most times, at least 90% of second marriages, like when people have second wife, second spouse, it results from having an affair. It results from committing adultery, and that relationship may now lead to a marriage. So saying that adultery is a sin but polygamy isn't just sounded ridiculous to me. And I really saw the need of doing this video because Mokri has a lot of following and is an influencer. A lot of people will see this, will see his tweets and actually believe him. Will see his tweets and actually trust the fact that he knows what he's saying. Another thing for me about this entire story was the fact that Yuledochie trended this morning as well. And he said that his first wife is number 1, undisputed. And it is funny how men claim to love their wives, their first wife, so much. But how come you bring so much pain to someone you claim you love so much? If she's your number 1, undisputed, you love her so much, why do this sort of a thing to her? At first, when I saw the tweet, I was like, oh, does he not have a son? Because I know mainly Igbo men, they must have a son. If their wife, most of them at least, or some of them, their wife do not bear a son, they can go the extra mile to get an heir, according to them. But when I saw that his wife had 3 sons and a girl, I was confused that, oh, I ticked that out of the box. Oh, that was not the issue. So I cannot really understand where all this saga or all this issue came from. But the fact that people on Twitter started to say things like, oh, we need to ask some questions. Maybe his wife was not good to him. Maybe his wife was behaving somehow, because that is the reason why a man will want to date another woman. trying to find justifiable grounds for this type of act. I think that is unfair on the women folks. That is unfair on us to say that, oh, because of one thing that we did, that propagated the act, that made the man think of having an affair, having a second wife. Are you trying to tell me that in all those 17 years of their marriage, yuledochie never hurt his wife? Yuledochie never caused her to rethink their marriage? Breaking news. She doesn't have a child outside of her marriage. She doesn't have an affair outside of her marriage. They definitely would have hurt each other at one point. But that is no justification for having a second wife and having a child. I can go on and on about this, but because I do not want this video to be too long, I will just go straight to another reason why I'm doing this video. You are single and you're planning to get married someday. We have to watch and pray, because at times we think it's that brother in church that will make the best of husband, but the truth is we need to be double sure. We need to watch and pray at the same time, because yuledochie's wife will be strong enough to pull through this, and I hope she is. But a lot of women, this will have a negative impact on their lives. They will become full with hatred. They will be filled with rage, and they will become angry people. They'll become people that are now do not trust anyone anymore. They'll be paranoid. So we do not want that type of future for ourselves. And I pray that will not be our story. That will not be our experience. So I just want all the youth out there to take a thing or two from this video and try as much as possible. And we all pray not to experience this type of thing, because coming from someone, I'm a product of polygamy. I understand the tussle that will go on between these two women. I understand the tussle that will go on between these children. I just pray that their parents are able to contain the situation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to tell someone This is very great clips. Keep me together.